what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle and this is the Belle Perspective. Today we are going to be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, the latest episode. I think it was Cold Shoulder or something like that. I don't remember the title. I will warn you now that this may be a very long review because I have thoughts, okay? So let's get into it. So the episode starts up, and I'm going to be looking at my notes because I really don't want to miss anything that I have to say. So the episode starts off with, from the last episode, Marceau and Tisha. Marceau comes to the car. He sits down. Tisha's confronting him about the picture and his big back, okay? Which they show his big back again later on in the episode. I hope y'all was paying attention to try to like see the dimensions and then go back to that picture to look. Anyway, just so you can, you know, just in case you're messy or nosy. I don't always, messy is when you gather people business and then tell it. Nosy is when you gather people business and you just analyze it for yourself. I'm nosy, not messy, okay? I sip tea, I don't spill. All right, anyway, so I'm gonna just be 100% honest with you. I'm not buying anything that Marceau is saying. I feel like what he ended up eventually doing in this scene was emotionally manipulate Tisha to get her to at the end. This is what emotional manipulation looks like. The person in the wrong becomes the victim, and the person who is the victim of manipulation is apologizing, okay? That's how emotional manipulation looks. And at the end of that scene, Tisha ended up apologizing to Marceau for ruining his night. Huh? Okay, so Marceau is saying that Marceau, in his mind, number one, he thinks he's the smartest person in the room, and I cannot stand. And that's a lot of the traits of male chauvinists, like chauvinists and misogynists. They think that they're the smartest, and everyone else needs to listen to what you have to say. Anyway, so Marceau is basically saying that, you know, I went to Atlanta with a friend. He kept mentioning friend. Now, I don't know if this is the art of suspense. I don't know if he's doing this to be suspenseful for the show or anything like that. But he should have just said, I went to Atlanta with Chris. Number one, why did Tisha not know that you went to Atlanta with Chris before you went? I'm not understanding how she had any confusion about that. But I was just stuck on that. So I was annoyed with that. Trying to hold the suspense. You know, I went to Atlanta with a friend. Why don't you just say you went to Atlanta with Chris? To like dispel all of this, all of the doubt and suspicion that your wife has. You don't have to do it for us. You need to do it for your wife because clearly she's bothered by this, but you don't care. That's not the, like you don't care about her feelings, right? You don't want to sit with her feelings. You want to just allow her to dangle on this like, okay, string. But anyway. Marceau has it in his mind. He's like, man, F these people. Because she's like, man, we keep getting nagged about our relationship. Why would you want to destroy a young marriage? Ma'am, let me tell you something. Stop blaming. Marceau has manipulated Tisha into thinking. And here's the thing. I don't think Tisha's that dumb. I think Tisha is being manipulated or she's allowing herself to be manipulated because if what he's selling isn't the truth, here's what I'm going to say. I believe that Tisha is being manipulated by Marceau because the truth is much more harsher than the lie that he's selling. Okay? I know there may not be any proof that anyone's uncovered, but there is not anything. Y'all can't tell me that Marceau has a high character. Okay? You're not going to sell that to me. It's in him. Okay? Anyway, so Marceau is saying he's basically manipulated Tisha to think that it's them against the world and that all these people are like trying to ruin their marriage. No, sir. Let me tell you where people are getting this from, okay? Number one, from season 1, you showed a disconnect with your family. You said that your children aren't yours. They're Tisha's children. You're disconnected to your family. The first time we've ever seen you film with your entire family is literally a few episodes ago in this season. And this is the 4th season. You looked uncomfortable being around your kids and your family. You're not active in, you don't help out as a parent at all. Your child has a peanut allergy and you almost fed him peanut butter. Like, you're completely disconnected, completely disassociated. You went to Africa and tried to pass the country that you went to, the country that you went as some sort of developing country, and your phone you weren't able to make phone calls, but in the picture that you took and posted on IG, it was this lush greenery, beautiful background. Obviously, it's not an underdeveloped country, and obviously they have cell phone access, but you just wanted to break away. Like, you give all kinds of like hints that you are out there. You put that out there. That was the persona that you decided to portray. That was number one. Number two, your good guy, your guy that you're connected with, the guy, that's your brother, Martell, put it out there, confirmed what we were already suspecting. Like, Marcel don't seem like no good husband. And then Martell, because we know birds of a feather flock together, you are the company you keep, and I will not back down from that. Now, you can't help who you know, but you are the company that you keep, okay? So Martell puts out there that you're out in the street with 20 women. Now, that may have been hyperbole, but we definitely know that he wasn't lying. Right? Because when he confronted you to your face about it, you backed down and blah, 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 blah. You couldn't even acknowledge it. You tap danced all around it. You never dispelled the rumors. You still don't dispel the rumors. You still just sit there and leave it as a guessing game. Again, if you're somebody who does not want that type of publicity out there, you would nip it at the bud. Do you hear me? And the reason why I know that you would have done that, because Lewis chimed in on your marriage and said to your face that he felt like you guys didn't communicate well and that there are red flags in your relationship. You jumped down his throat. Matter of fact, you jumped down his throat so quick at the reunion and carried it over to season 4, meeting with him and telling him that you don't have no right to put your mouth on none of my relationship. Now, Lewis may be new to the scene, but he did less damage than Martell did. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, he did less damage than Martell has done. And you didn't even give him a fifth. In fact, you are still thinking about going into partner. And I'm sick of it. I'm tired. I've had it up to here. Okay? Anyway. At the end of that scene, Marceau says, all I want is you. And Tisha goes, you got me. You damn right, girl. He got you. He done gooped you. Okay? He done got you, right? Girl, I'm tired. I'm tired. And honestly, I feel like both of them know. I feel like both of these women are very intelligent women. And I feel like the truth is way more devastating than the lie. And so they'd rather sit up here and believe this lie and hide behind this lie versus having to deal with the truth, because then they're going to have to be forced to make a decision like Mel had to. And they're not ready to do that. And they're also not ready for the ridicule that people are going to have, that they're going to have to face once they realize your man ain't shit. When somebody plays with my intelligence, don't do that. Stop. I'm angry. Don't try me like that. Anyway, which is why Marceau wouldn't be able to date me. Marceau would not want to date me because I wouldn't want to date Marceau either. But I'm saying he wouldn't be able to like approach because it would just be like, no, that doesn't. The math is not mathing, okay? And I'm not afraid to do the math, okay? Like Tisha and Kimmie are. They just want to have a man, right? They say a piece of man is better than no man at all. God damn it, I'll be damned if I ever believe that bullshit. I'd rather be by myself. Damn, do you hear me? God damn it, I'll be damned if I sit up here and believe some old bullshit like that. No, ma'am. Anyway, okay, so Kimmie and Marceau. Kimmie, I love Kimmie, but the level of respect that I have for her, I see why Martell is, y'all know who I'm talking about. I see why they together. Damn, I even wrote Marceau. Ooh. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I see why they're together. Kimmie just want a husband. She don't want no. So here's, I hate having to do this, but Kimmie, girl, I'm gonna have to read you, girl. I'm gonna have to read you. I love Kimmie. I respect her. I think she's smart. I think she's emotionally intelligent. I think she's extremely communicative. I love the way she talks. She's extremely balanced and logical and realistic and all of the things. But baby, let me tell you, she just want a husband. And so she gonna just let them standards fall right on to the middle of the damn center of the earth. Do you hear me? In the pits of hell. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay, they're in the center of Earth's crust right now. Her standards. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay, in the center of the Earth's crust. Do you hear me? She left them right there. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, the whole time Maurice was talking, he looked like he was relieved. It was like a sigh of relief on him. Like, as long as she ain't putting my ass out, as long as she ain't got no heat for me, as long as she ain't talking to me, she can deal with Martell however the hell she want, as long as she ain't dealing with me. Whew. Long as it ain't me. He was extremely too jovial for me. Your wife is telling your friend that he's got too much drama and keeping up too much mess, and he can't come to a function, and you're not mad about it. You're jovial. You're all right. Right? That doesn't make sense. First of all, Kimmie, it was not your place to tell this man that he couldn't come. Actually, let me back this up. Let me back this up. Because it was her place to tell. But here it is again. I don't even know how I can say this. Here it is again. Kimmie having conversations that Maurice should be having with people. So Kimmie's son is the one that's hosting the little shindig or whatever, the party. Kimmie doesn't want to invite Martell because he brings up too much mess. Now, let me tell you something. Kimmie, I could go along with what you're saying if you were consistent in your execution. You are not consistent in execution. Here's how I know. Here's how I see that you're not. There is no consistency in your execution. Number one, you invited Wanda. Wanda got a problem with every goddamn body in that whole entire room. Wanda will get it started. Don't give a damn. She'll light a match. Throw that shit in the incinerator and walk the fuck out and be like, I don't know, and laugh. Right? Watch your whole goddamn house burn down and won't give a fuck about it. Walk off and laugh. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay? And then you invite Mel. This is not even Mel's people. I don't even know why Mel is still on the show at this point. None of these people are Mel's people. This show, and I don't think she thought about this before she did this, but this show is centered around Martell and his friends. Do you hear what I'm saying? And Mel stuck out like a sore thumb. Number one, she don't fool with Tisha. This Tisha people, okay? She don't fool with Destiny. Destiny is cool with everybody. She don't fool with Martell, and he allegedly couldn't come, or, not allegedly. He wasn't able to come because of the mess that he kept up. Now, let's dissect that. I'm trying not to go too deep into this because I could talk about this for about a good 30, 45 minutes because I'm real pissed at Kimmie. Ma'am, you are angry at the fact that you know that your boyfriend at the time, or fiance, or whoever the fuck he was, because it took him 70 goddamn years to marry your ass, okay? And we all grown, extra grown, our big ass ages, okay? Your big ass age. He cheated on you. You know that. You know that there was some situation that wasn't right in Atlanta because he lied. He lied about being in Atlanta. He lied about being in Atlanta, Kimmie. And I'm talking to you, sis. You hear me? Hear me what I say now. He lied about being in Atlanta, okay? And then his brother posted the picture to prove that he lied about being in Atlanta. And then Martell chimed on to that picture saying what a great time, and the girl took this picture while they were in Atlanta. Now, because you don't want to leave your man, you're not going to address it. You're going to leave it. You're going to let him cheat in peace. You're going to let him be dishonest in peace, right? I get it. Actually, let me not even say I get it. I see what's happening, right? You're going to let him do whatever he's going to do in peace. You're not going to approach it, because then again, if you approach it, then that means you're going to have to make a decision, because you already know the truth, and the truth is much harsher than the lie, and you'd rather buy the lie because you don't have time or the strength or whatever the excuse is. I don't know, da-da-da-da. You just want to have a man to keep him around. So instead of dealing with your man who lied about being in Atlanta, you would rather misdirect that energy to Martell, saying that he's messy and not nice. Now, here's where I say that she has no, this is a conversation where Maurice should have been having it. Because guess what? Your man who lied about being in Atlanta, that's his friend. And if your husband who lied about being in Atlanta has no problem with the mess that comes with Martell, keep in mind, birds of a feather flock together. That's like cleaning up a mess. That's like sweeping up sand in a desert. Huh? Why would you sweep up sand when it's still, you still gonna have sand? How you telling Martell that you don't want him to be around when he your husband's friend, and your husband ain't got no problem with the mess that come around with Martell, because birds of a feather motherfucking flock the motherfucking together? How is this? Why are you sweeping sand in the desert? Help me understand. Help me understand this. If your husband, it should be your husband who's mad. It should be your husband. But your husband is not mad because your husband lied about being in Atlanta, which further proves that he was up to no good in Atlanta, because the bird that he's hanging out with is also up to no good in Atlanta, and birds of a feather flock together. And so therefore, okay, all right, you cannot be mad at him, because you know that the truth is going to be much more harsher than a lie. You don't want to have to deal with that. So you'd rather misdirect. Because again, this conversation, if I'm a dude, if I'm a woman, whoever, I'm in a relationship and my friend done brought some old bullshit to my door, no ma'am. No sir. You may not bring this bullshit to my door fucking up my happy home. No ma'am. No sir. No, Maurice don't do that. You know why Maurice don't do that? Because Maurice know that Martell know where the bodies is at. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay? Maurice should have been the one that had that conversation. Maurice should be the one that's getting upset because he's bringing this energy to his house, to Maurice's doorstep. Maurice is not upset because Maurice is also capable and has been involved in the same type of debauchery that raggedy motherfucker Martell Holt has been in. By the way, congratulations to Melody for changing her last name. Martell looked real sad and shocked. I don't understand. Sir, get over it. You cheated on your wife. You cheated on your wife with multiple women. Tiffany scared of Mel. Tiffany said that she felt like Destiny was the one that started it with Stormy. Girl, what the fuck? What, were you in the same room? Was there editing that we didn't see? Because it got to be. Well, I know there was some editing, but damn, I mean, goddamn, they cut it up that much? Anyway, no one knew that Tisha was Mel's enemy. Nobody on the cast knew. We didn't know. It was all Mel who just came up with this and, you know, arbitrarily came up with it and decided to go with it. But Destiny better not be friends with Mel ever again. I would every time I see that bitch, I have something for her. If I was Destiny, if I was Destiny, I would have something for that bitch every damn day. First of all, she telling everybody who will listen that she out there paying for stuff for this girl, telling everybody. That was damn Destiny. You put that all out, because the way that Mel tried to present it, as if y'all are Mel tried to present Tiffany as if y'all were real friends, but y'all surface friends, and how y'all going to look for a daddy? Damn. And then Tiffany responded back, well, I think Mel's probably looking at like it as it's still work. Still work? Are you paying her to help you look for your dad? What's happening? What is? Anyway, so we get to the party. Again, why did Kimmie invite Mel? None of these are Mel's people. Mel had to invite Stormy in order to have somebody to, talk to, because none of these people are Mel's people. Why is Mel even still on the show? Like, Mel, it's time for you to pack it up, sis. Hang it up, girl. Like, these are not your people. You casted everybody who was connected to Martell at fault, but whatever. Destiny and Stormy get into the room and start talking. Destiny, you are being condescending. Sweetie is very condescending. I would be upset. I was like, girl, don't call her girl, Sweetie. What? That's not. Anyway, I would have been upset too. Why did Stormy have to put out that she was working on sponsorships with her? See, that's what I'm talking about. These Mel and Stormy been talking about the girl. I know Mel and Stormy have been talking about this and trying to. I know they have. Anyway, it was just an awkward scene. It was just awful. I was just like, what the hell? So then Wanda bring her raggedy ass up in there. I can't even laugh at Wanda anymore, because at this point, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. First of all, Tisha allows Wanda to be the pit bull for her, to say the things that she can't say. Because I would have checked my mama. No, ma'am, you gonna have to, come on, mama, let's go. I gotta talk to you. No, let's go. Man, she got to get a handle on her mama. I wish my mama would roll up. I don't even want to talk I don't even want to get into this no more. If we have to bring up this Christmas party up again, I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. It was trifling. We know what the deal is, but we don't need to be bringing nothing else up about this shit no more. I'm so sick of it. Please, lay it to bed. Let it go. Hang it up. I'm so sick of it. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I really could have gone in. I really could have gone in further on Kimmie, because I was just so disappointed with her. I love Kimmie. She's a fave, but ma'am. Anyway. So thank you so much for watching this review. I don't like to do recaps of the show. You guys watch it already. I'm not about to be recapping nothing. I'm just gonna tell you what I think about the show. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be watching Love and Marriage DC. It's kind of boring, so I'm definitely gonna watch it, review it, post my thoughts. But anyway, my name is Belle. This is the Belle Perspective. I appreciate you for stopping by. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think about Kimmie, Tisha, Martell, all of the things that are going on this show. And I'll see you later. Take care.